What's up, everybody? It's Kelsey. Welcome back to my channel. And today's message is a download that I've been getting for a while about we are infinite beings. We are spiritual, infinite beings. We are one with the universe and the multiverses, which are infinite, never running out, no limitations. So, to be humans on this earth, of like infinite resources and abundance, of course, once you release all limitations and fears and overthinking things, we live on an infinite planet. So y'all may think that the world is gonna end and stuff. All of that is bullshit, made up stuff. The universe, the divine would not let that happen, which is why it's trying to even itself out by all of this chaos going on. The world has to balance itself. So it heals itself by making frequencies go on and people picking up on those frequencies and doing things like wars, starting wars and shit like that. But this is not the topic. We are infinite beings, we are infinite souls. So religions are limitations that were created by people who have extreme masterminds, extreme powerful thoughts, and insane IQ levels on the highest level. People who created religions are geniuses. People who created these religions are geniuses in a sense. They have y'all following these limitations and these rules that they don't even follow, but they need to make them up to control a whole mass of people for hundreds of thousands of years, for a long time. And people are starting to wake up about that. That's what I'm here for. So, as an infinite being on a planet in Earth and in the universe, to be put into a box, that's not good. That's not good at all. And a lot of people live their lives to not wake up from that. Some people were meant to be stuck in a religion and in limitations. Everyone is not meant to be free spiritually, mentally. It is what it is, you know. But I'm here today to tell y'all, if you're watching this video, it's meant for you to see it. It's time for you to practice your free will as an infinite human being, an infinite source, and to release those limitations and live life literally from a different perspective. It's either now or never, seriously. So you can wake up tomorrow and literally just say, instead of going right every day, I'm going to go left, like from this moment forward. Because that one split of a path causes even more splits on that path, which makes you go to somewhere completely different than where you just were the day before. And that's part of being an infinite being. Things happen in your life that are inconvenient because your spirit guides and your ancestors, your guardian angels, are trying to get you to going somewhere else. So if you're not listening to that intuition and that like strength inside of you, that compass, you're gonna go down a path of destruction because you're not listening. And how the universe and us cosmic beings work is your spirit team. Everybody has a spirit team. Your guardian angels, your ancestors, they are trying to get you on a path that will benefit you whether you know it or not. So all of these inconveniences, whether it be something small or big, is really trying to reroute you to a path where finally you'll say, okay, I had enough, I need to make some changes, or this is not working for me anymore, I need to do something else. One small little thing can cause a big ripple. One small little stone thrown in a little water or a puddle, or even one small stone thrown in a lake, can cause a nice big ripple. Like a spider web, one little thump can make the whole web just shake and change. So practice your free will more as an infinite being. And one way I can really suggest you to do that is to start learning more about universal laws. Stop following the laws of your religion. I don't care. I'm not here to people please. I used to be a heavy Christian. I stopped following the laws of Christianity. Those are limitations that even the people who are higher up, the pastors, the deacons and stuff, they don't even follow. You have to have that mindset of dictatorship, which is weird, but I look at pastors almost as like dictators in the church. They telling all of y'all what to do, and they're doing the complete opposite because they have that authority. That's part of the mastermind religion process and creativity. It's genius, but if you're in a lower position, it's fucked up. Just like when you work for somebody else as a job, I always tell people you should start your own business. You should at least start another income while working for somebody else so you can at least see how it feels to have stuff in your control as a higher up in your own life. You should not be depending on somebody else to give you money, to tell you when you should get paid, to tell you how much per hour you should get paid, and you're busting your ass. That's not practicing free will enough. You should be having your own streams of income. If you at least are working for somebody else, do both. But just working for somebody else as your sole main source of income is not good, because just as dependent that you are on them, they can easily say, I don't need you anymore. I got all of these people. You need to go. Then you'll be asked out. You know what I'm saying? So it's time for us to be more infinite and independent. It's time for you to do your own knowledge. Stop being scared. I feel like fear is the lowest of the lowest frequency, because you can talk yourself out of doing some real simple shit that'll really benefit you. You can talk yourself out of making a choice of you find money. Should I turn this money in? And they will have you thinking the right choice is to turn it in because they want to benefit from that. The right choice is some made up bullshit. People saying you're selfish, that's made up. The term being selfish is so like a myth, because you need to be selfish in this life. I'm not saying being just a rude, evil, conniving bitch. I'm saying be selfish, because you cannot put nobody else above you. Even as a parent, I'm a mom of 3. I was forever putting myself underneath my kids, underneath my ex, my kid's dad. And it hurt me at the end of each and every single day. Once I started putting myself first, I didn't start being rude to my kids. I started being more of a better mom to my kids when I put myself first, because they understand if mommy isn't mentally together, how can I have enough strength to take care of them? If you're not putting yourself first in a relationship, in your jobs, in your life, how can you have that extra energy to even pour into yourself, let alone others? If you're giving away all of your energy, you're not returning back to yourself. So y'all need to be more self-centered. Y'all need to be more self-loving, self-obsessed. It's time for you to take all of that outside energy that y'all be going to church every Sundays. Y'all be going to Bible study. Y'all be going to choir rehearsal. Y'all be getting involved in communities and stuff. All of that is good, okay? But what are you doing to pour back into yourself? How are you staying sane? A lot of that stuff lowers your frequency heavily, because you're going to a church where you got these people with all of these traumas. They've been holding on to all of this trauma since they were kids. It's a lot of people with some deep-rooted trauma since they were children that are in church, and the church is not teaching them to get rid of it or how to heal from it. They're just telling you to come, get refreshed, and go home. And then y'all are still holding on to that trauma. Y'all are still holding on to that energy. When I was in church, before I even awakened into my spiritual journey, I would leave there feeling so drained. I used to fall asleep in church, and I tried not to. I really tried not to. I had to stop going after going every Sunday because it was getting bad. I was falling asleep so much, and I would leave there feeling weak. Why? I didn't know I was an empath. I didn't know I was clairvoyant. I didn't know I was psychic, picking up on all these people's negative energy. They were like pulling on me like energetic vampires, just sitting there in that energy of gloom, of despair, of worry, of fear, of agony, and of evilness, because it's a lot of evil shit that goes on in the church. And I was just soaking that up like a sponge. And when I got home, I would carry that energy home with me. I would not be wringing myself out like a sponge. I would not be wringing myself out because I didn't know about those things. So I'm teaching y'all, once you go inward, once you know yourself and become obsessed with yourself, you start picking up on little small things like, wow, I see this. Wow, I seen that. Whoa, this is very repetitive. I seen this in the last week. What does this mean? Look it up. It could be a message for you telling you it's time to wake up. It's time for you to awaken your power, your third eye. It's time to do some research and practice your free will as a spiritual being, and letting people make you feel bad. The only reason why people who are religious make you feel bad for choosing a more mindful and spiritual path is because they low-key want to be doing the same shit as you, but they're scared and they're angry that you are living life differently, and they have other people that might tell them how to move and to live. Literally, people who are religious will project their insecurities and their anger on you for doing whatever the fuck that you want to do. Because I'm going through that now. And I don't care. I'm making sure I'm protected. I'm keeping my protection up. I'm transmuting all that energy, all of it. Thank you. You know, people who are religious will see somebody into witchcraft, into spirituality, into free-mindedness, and will make them feel like shit, or they will try to, because they are jealous that they can't do the same shit that you're doing. But really they can. They just choose not to because they care too much about what people think. So on this path of more mindfulness and freedom and independence, you have to become obsessed with yourself. You have to become what's the word? You have to become carefree. You have to put yourself first. You need to focus more on how you want to be viewed as yourself compared to how other people view you. And you do not need to worry about clearing anything up. Rumors, who care? Who cares? Who cares about rumors? That's free energy that you can transmute into currency, into wealth. That's what I do. I know people are talking. They're going to talk regardless. So why not give them even more shit to talk about? And why not have transmutation spells set up where it can get funneled and transmuted into wealth and prosperity and health? Thank you. Thanks for the lemons, because I'm about to make a hella ton of lemonade to sell and turn into wealth. Y'all giving me free ingredients, free recipes, free stuff that I can make beneficial for me. And you should do the same. So if you are thinking about turning to spirituality, you should definitely come to me and book a reading with me, book a session with me, and let's get to work, because it's time. It's time to wake up. I got tarot readings. I got transmutation spells. I got protection spells. I got love spells. I got all of that stuff that the divine wants us to use, because you were not meant to be in a box. You are not meant to limit yourself to not doing the things and pursue your dreams if that means you in the slightest doing something that everybody else around you wouldn't expect you to do. They're not paying for your bills. They're not paying for your success. They're not helping you get to where you want to be at. So it's time for you to listen to your intuition, to follow a more free path, and to stop limiting yourself to things that are holding you back.